Just look through your window. Look who sits outside.
He was born as David Robert Jones in London on the 8th of January 1947. Bowie also took time out to marry Angela Barnett, his prettiest star.
The Hunky Dory record is I think his warmest record. He comes across as David Bowie the human, comes across as David Bowie the dad, comes across as David Bowie the guy who cares about the world he's living in. So it's definitely the more human side of Bowie that tended to fade out in later years, or tended to be glossed over with more face paint or even drugs.
He wasn't god-awful when I met him. He really wasn't. He was charming. The drugs in America caused him to be, first, incommunicable. He couldn't speak. He couldn't put two words together. Throw him on a stage, he was fine. He could do the whole show and come off and he'd be a blithering idiot. I cauterized everything I felt about emotion so as not to be hurt by David's behavior.
Rock and roll suicide. He's a genius. He's an absolute genius. The interpretation of that song, the sax solo in that was worth the money alone for this album. Don't Bring Me Down. Dun, dun, dun. Shapes of Things. The Yardbirds classic. Anyway, Anyhow, Anywhere, another Who classic. And Where Have All the Good Times Gone? God almighty, David. You were on top form during this. And look at that. David and Twiggy. It doesn't get better. David Bowie was changing into half man, half dog. But you can see his cock. The dog's got a cock. I mean, for God's sake, children can see dogs' cocks walking in the goddamn street in real life. What's wrong with it on an album cover?
Not sure if you're a boy or a girl. Hey babe, your hair's alright. Hey babe, let's go. Hot tramp, I love you so.
Great guitar.
See, that's the start of that's when we're going into the Ziggy area. And of course the Bewley Brothers, another particularly miserable track. But it's still a great track. Yes, Hunky Dory was a great album. God bless you, David.